Hey, this is just Ben on the front end, here to tell you to give the podcast a rating if you don't mind, and follow it or subscribe to it on whatever you're listening to this on. If you want to send us an email, we'll read it and maybe talk about it on the show. It's deadensigns@gmail.com, and we got a Twitter. Anyway, if you could do all that, please. That'd be really nice. Bye, enjoy the show.
Simon & Schuster AudioWorks presents Star Trek: The Next Generation.
I'm gonna do something quick. I've never done this before.
Yeah, that's
Let me see how this will come up.
Yeah?
You probably can't hear this on your end. I'm shaking up a Yakult.
Ah, okay. I can't. I probably. I'm doing like a noise with my mouth if you can't hear it.
No, I heard.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna I'm gonna drink it live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right.
This episode is sponsored by Yakult. Not really. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah? Is this the first time you had Yakult?
No, I love Yakult.
I feel like you've done this before. I feel like this is a repeating thing.
Motherfucker, I just bumped my fucking microphone stand with my headphones. Trying to chuck my Yakult pot away, and
you wrenched your head back so much. You just like, bam!
I headbutted my microphone stand. It was a bit of a problem, but
yeah.
What can you do?
What can you do about it, really?
Anyway, no, I used to drink Yakult as a kid. And I loved it. I thought it tasted great.
Yeah.
It's a lovely taste of fermented milk.
Delish. And it gives you those biobacteria, right?
It gives me good gut bacteria.
Gut.
My biome is healthy and strong.
What if you drink so much Yakult that like your intestines like take over your body, like because you got so much good bacteria there, they make like their civilization there and they take over your body,
like from the inside out.
Yeah.
I become the bacteria man.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be I feel like that'd be a good premise for like a parody superhero.
Yeah.
Drinks irradiated probiotic.
Yakult. Yeah.
That's just nameless.
Nameless,
nuclear probiotic, super probiotic from a lab. And he becomes bacteria man.
And what does he do? Does he like throw it up at people? Like
he can drastically change your gut biome's quality.
Yeah.
Whenever he touches you.
Oh, he has to touch you.
He touches you, and the bacteria invisibly, obviously you can't see, it's too small, climbs all over. I feel like that would be a good gag, is that he just looks like a normal guy.
Yeah.
Because he's just covered in bacteria.
Yeah. They just live on every inch of his body.
Yeah, it's just too small to see, obviously, but he's covered in them.
Jacob Johnson was a mild-mannered office worker when one day he got a letter about a medical trial in his mailbox or whatever, and it's like, "Hello, Mr. Johnson, drink this," or whatever. "Oh, thank you, doctors. I feel like it's gonna. This.
Sorry to cut you off. I feel like It's just a live suggestion. I want you to keep doing it, but I feel like it should be more of an accident, like a Spider-Man style thing, not necessarily because if people come to him and tell him to drink it, then they kind of have control over him.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Give me another take. Go.
Wait. So you mean like? Okay. So
it needs to be some kind of accident, like a Toxic Avenger type deal.
Oh, okay. Or could it be like in a way where he's like just before he goes in, the two doctors, they have like they have the bottles set up for the different patients, the different test subjects, and his bottle of the probiotic falls into a radioactive bin, and the guy like takes it out of the bin with like a lead glove and goes like, "Oh, this will do." Oops, and he puts it back down. It's like glowing like The Simpsons, it's like you can see it. We put a little, how they did it like back in the day, like when they did like special effects, you could clearly see that it's like drawn on the actual thing. The actual film.
So
that's what it looks like.
Over the animation cell and stuff,
He drinks it and he goes like, you know, and his eyes glow a little.
He can't transform immediately.
No. He doesn't realize that like the day he returns home, he takes the most beautiful shit that a person has ever taken.
You would say it's beautiful.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, you know, that's how he finds out. He's like, oh, I always have liquid shits.
I'm so unhealthy. My shits are always bad.
There's something wrong with me. I'm having a normal shit.
My shit looks normal. What the hell?
There has to be some answer to this.
It sounds strange. It looks normal, but that isn't normal for me. So subsequently, exactly. I'm concerned about what's happening to my body. Oh well, better go to bed.
I better go to bed, and wakes
He's writhing around. He's doing the Spider-Man thing where he's writhing around like, no, I have a horrible fever. I'm gonna shit comfortably.
And he wakes up in the morning, and he takes the glasses. Fine. He puts them on. He realizes he doesn't need them.
I don't need to wear my glasses. And then we zoom in on his eyes, and his eyes are covered in a film of bacteria that's creating a perfect lens to allow him to see. This feels less like a superhero and more like he has like a super suit made of bacteria. You know?
Yeah, actually, that's like they all like. They
he could fly.
Originate from his gut, like they come out.
Yeah, they're crawling
him,
up
like,
out of his mouth and his butthole.
Yeah.
You could have a lot of great things. You could have a villain called the Corker, and he like plugs up his mouth and butthole.
Yeah, he gives
and that
him
cuts
such,
off the bacteria, and he loses all of his powers.
Yeah, he gives him such like what's it called? Indigestion that like
constipation
that he can't like those. It just creates a solid rock in
there.
No,
I feel like that goes against the idea of him having good gut health.
But that's the thing. It's like that would kill a normal person. You know, like that's the thing.
No, it's more.
But
that
in
feels
this
like
case, the villain is so powerful that like even a hero, which is I feel like Gut Punch would be a good name for him.
Gut Punch. I feel like Captain Flora.
Yeah, that's a good one too. But like the thing, if the people might think that they might confuse him with the other
as part of the
captain,
joke.
The other captain in the
universe
where he's all about fluoride in the water and good teeth. You know?
You could have have it three ways. You could have one good superhero, Captain Flora, who's flower based. Captain Flora, who's his gut flora, his gut biome.
Yeah.
And then Captain Fluoride, who's an evil captain. Who believes in every conspiracy theory ever. Every single one at once.
And only drinks grain alcohol.
He has a power that makes it so that he has a power that makes it so whatever conspiracy theory he's thinking of in that moment is true to him.
True. Yeah.
And he can experience it. So if he believes in Hollow Earth, he can go to the Hollow Earth.
Yeah, of course.
And they're like, where'd he go? That's how he always gets away. He escapes to the Hollow Earth.
Yeah, and the way they defeat him is they talk about, I don't know, like 5G or something, giving you cancer, and he immediately erupts into
I think he
he
needs to be like kind of. Yeah, he needs to be like immune to his own ideas.
Oh, okay.
But I think that's how they catch him, is they do logic loops on him.
Yeah, exactly.
He does like he believes in chemtrails, and suddenly the plane trails in the sky are falling down, and Captain Flora is like hacking and coughing. He's like, "Oh, the chemtrails! Oh, they're killing my gut flora!"
And everyone's around like, oh, nothing's going on. Everyone's confused.
No, it makes it. I guess it should make it true. Otherwise, he'd be like not too threatening. He needs to be very threatening to the city that this is based in, of Staffordshire.
Staffordshire, yeah.
Some stupid place.
Yeah, is this in the UK? I guess it could be like a weird town in America.
I think his gut flora suit, his healthy bacteria suit, could give him all sorts of powers.
Yeah.
He could do like, so first of all, he has that power over other people's gut biomes. So he can make them have horrible diarrhea
Yeah.
or constipation, his choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also, he could like fly by blasting bacteria out of his feet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like propelling him upward.
I was thinking you're gonna say something else, to be honest, when you said blasting bacteria out of his.
It could be butthole, I guess.
Yeah,
butthole, I
be.
guess, would make more sense.
Yeah,
you're right.
honestly.
You're right.
Yeah, but
I feel like that brings us a bit too far into like.
But
blue.
you can see the like. The air like motion, you know, like the like, you know, where heat rises. So
it's like a ripple effect.
Yeah, it's like a ripple effect. Yeah,
it's like weirdly like it makes the area look kind of like opaque, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
because there's starting to be so many
so
gut bacteria.
Yeah, you know,
I think that would be good.
Yeah, I feel like we can maybe sell this to Marvel or something,
Yeah,
and then
pitch
they'll
this.
make a.
No, I think this is more of a 2000 AD.
struggling.
This is like a 2000 AD comic. I think this guy's gonna team up with Judge Dredd. I think.
Yeah. So
maybe an
saying
Image Comics if we can
Mega
can swing
City
it.
1 Captain Flora or whatever is
It'll be
helping out in the
no,
city.
it's like a non-canon crossover.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
He's not in the universe, but there's a crossover comic at some point. With
Yeah,
Judge
exactly. Judge Dredd versus Captain Flora.
Dredd. Yeah.
And then they team up at the end to fight. I've never read a Judge Dredd comic, so I don't know
neither.
Judge Dredd fights. Other
He
judges?
Judge Death. There you go.
Punks.
That's the one that's known guy. Judge Death is
What are you
known
talking?
thing.
What?
Yeah,
Is that a
in
Judge Dredd thing?
Yeah, Judge Dredd. Judge Death. Judge Death, and he's like life is
Judge Death.
is like punishable by death, you know, sort of thing.
That's
And
stupid.
he shoots
I'm
people.
seeing him. Hold on. Judge Death.
He's got like a cool design. He's got like
He has
he's
got
like
a cool design. He's a skeleton Judge Dredd.
Mm-hmm.
The city is guilty. The crime is life. The sentence is death.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary. There's like 4 of them.
Yeah, I feel like there's like four horsemen, right, or whatever.
I don't know if I'd say 4 horsemen.
Horsemen.
They're like fire, fear, something, and death.
Yeah, because they were trying to be more creative, you know. When they were trying to be more creative than the Bible. The Bible.
I don't know if I'd say this is creative, dude. They have one called Mortis and one called Death.
Mortis.
That's not very creative. You just have death twice, buddy. That's not.
Well,
That ain't
the other one is
not.
in Latin, though.
Oh, that makes it scarier. He's
Yeah,
an
it's
alien super fiend.
What
is
super
Judge
fiend.
I need to look up Judge Dredd.
All right. I guess before we look
Characters.
into that is, I guess, hello
Give us an
everybody.
intro.
This is Dead
Give us a
Ensigns,
damn intro.
a general media Star Trek themed podcast. I guess we're talking about made up superheroes or kind of real superheroes, I guess. We could have pretended that actually
dark
exists.
judges.
Yeah, and it's
This
me,
is
Max,
so
talking, and this is Ben.
Hi. Dude, this
Mhm.
is your Judge Death, the
Mhm.
first and their leader. Judge
Yeah.
Fear, an imposing figure who has a black great helm.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. Judge Fire, he's on fire, obviously. And then
Yeah.
Judge Mortis,
Yeah, what does it supposed to mean? Why is he
in
more
a perpetual state of disintegration. And his touch causes his victims to spontaneously decay at a rapid rate.
So he's
feel
supposed to be
it's
like
more like I feel like
plague? Plague?
I feel
or
like
something?
Judge Decay would be better.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
decaying isn't necessarily death, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's the I don't know.
It's about wasting away, and I don't know. Maybe
this is
more. It
confusing. I
stands
just
something
found a-
else in Latin that we're too stupid to know.
I just found a 2008. It looks like a trading card or something with a picture of Judge Mortis, and it says Judge Death lives. It ain't that guy. I've only known about these dudes for like 1 second,
Already confused.
and they're already there's the Sisters of Death apparently. They're dark
Ooh,
judges.
do they have boob windows? Maybe.
There's nausea. She does have breasts.
Oh,
she's hag-like.
Nice.
And then there's Phobia, who also seems hag-like.
Oh. But is she like sexy hag like, or is it like Not
Not
sexy.
really.
Okay.
They've both got like melting faces and stuff.
Oh, fuck. I can fix her.
They can fix her.
I can fix her. But,
Oh, dude, there's Judge Karen. I guess they made
Judge
that
Karen?
like a new...
is
that
that
would be
new?
a good... That'd be a great... I feel like... if you were like a 1995 comic book artist who is struggling to find work and relevancy in the current age, you would do a drawing of Judge Karen,
Mm-hmm.
and it would like get really popular on Twitter and Reddit and stuff.
You think so?
I think so.
All
Judge
right.
Karen, instead of the helmet, they've got like the Karen hair,
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
and it's
But
like...
it's-
Also, I've just googled Judge Karen, and apparently Judge Karen is a TV show.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I didn't know this
Could
was a
be.
thing. Judge
It's
Karen.
I guess it's one of the, like, sort of, like, Judge Judy sort of thing, you know?
Yeah. It ran for one
adjacent.
season.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Judge Karen. No, I don't know. I was thinking because one of those shows, I remember the bailiff of one of those shows, those TV, like, courtroom things.
Uh-huh.
Like, he murdered his wife.
Oh,
He was on TV for,
that's
like,
sad.
yeah, a couple of seasons, and there's like a joke where there's like two people that are like judging each other in the court, and the guy goes like, "This guy's been married for 30 years," and he points at the bailiff, and he's like, no, the judge goes like, "Oh, my bailiff has been married for 40 years or whatever, and he's happy," and then the guy who's like, you know, being judged, he's like, "No, he doesn't. He doesn't look happy. He looks miserable." And then it turns out he murdered his wife later. So, you know.
Well,
I guess it's I don't remember which judge, what show it was, but if you probably Google it, you'll find it. You'll find it.
I don't think I will.
No, not
There's
you.
a villain
But I'm
in-
talking to the
okay,
viewer.
the viewer. There's a villain
remember
or a
the-
character in Judge Dredd called Black Bulb.
And what does he do?
I don't know. The article is literally the title Black Bulb, a picture of him, and that's it.
Yeah.
Hold on. You gotta see this image. He's standing on like a big pig rhino, and he's saying, "Ugh."
Ugh. Is he like
Ugh.
half?
He's like an orcish
Yeah.
kind of guy.
He's an orcish, maybe it's like, because he's 2000 AD, so I guess he's like back in time. Judge Dredd moves back in time or something.
I don't know. I don't know how Judge Dredd works.
Have you ever watched Carl Urban?
No,
Judge Dredd?
I never watched Dredd. I saw bits of it once,
It's pretty
but I
good.
never saw it. I heard it's
Just
good.
a stupid
everybody
action
loves it.
movie.
It's commendable because Carl Urban doesn't take the helmet off.
Yeah, he goes
He's like, I
but-
don't care about being known as Carl Urban. I am playing Judge Dredd, and the movie will
Unlike
be
that
popular.
hack from Mandalorian, what was he called?
Or that hack
Oscar?
from the
Yeah.
other Judge Dredd.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And they're like, "I want to take off the helmet because I want people to know." You know,
I need
it's like-
people to see my face so I can get more work doing Disney programming. I
yeah.
have got to be in the Wicked Witches Halloween Bash special on Disney Plus.
Yeah. You know, and how am I supposed to do that without my face on the poster?
I need them to see my face.
And then you switch over to Star Trek, and they're like, yeah, we'll put Iggy Pop in like a shit ton of makeup.
Yeah.
We don't want anybody to know it's Iggy Pop.
Yeah, we don't want to know.
Okay.
He's
Fuck
a
it,
fish
who cares?
person. No, he was the monkey people from DS9, wasn't he? He
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
yeah,
The
I
fish
don't know
person
what-
was somebody else
for someone else. It was some like,
on TNG.
yeah. TNG,
Let's
the
look
fish,
up, like,
the fish terrorist.
Star
It was a
Trek
fish terrorist.
Cameos. Yeah, the
turns out it was a
terrorists.
bomb. It was a bomb. What they were
Mhm.
looking at.
Star Trek 10 best cameos. Here we go. We'll remind ourselves quickly. I can see the guy.
Ben and
it was
Max
Fleetwood. It was
from
Mick
the dead
Fleetwood.
Fleetwood. Yeah.
It was Mick Fleetwood, who was the fish guy from TNG.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Scott was in Star Trek First Contact? What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
You know the guy from Parks and Rec? And Severance?
I feel
know,
like
the
I
main
maybe
guy in Severance?
remember him being in there, but
He was in First Contact? Apparently.
maybe like a small child.
Christian Slater, Stephen Hawking was a Next Generation, of course.
Yeah.
Burnson, John Larroquette. Oh yeah, do you remember when The Rock was in Voyager?
Oh yeah, he was the
That's crazy.
gladiator guy,
Yeah.
wasn't he? Yeah. I
Oh
remember
yeah,
that.
and then there was Kelsey Grammer in The Next Generation.
Mm-hmm.
He was that old captain that's like, "Hello, I'm just doing a normal flying through space. Why are you all
He
wearing
was-
such strange uniforms? I have a strange
Yeah.
futuristic version of my ship."
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yeah.
like, boy, do we have something to fill you in on, buddy.
Yeah. I think you
The
fucked
end
up.
of this list that I've got has DeForest Kelly's cameo at the beginning of Next Generation in Operation Farpoint, Encounter at Farpoint, rather. And it's like, I mean, he was already in the whole of the other show. It feels like a bit of a cop out, you know? Like,
yeah. Yeah. To be honest, I feel like the reason
and
why
our
they put
favorite
some...
cameo, Scotty in the DTG. Hey, brother, he had a whole show.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Our favorite cameo, Jonathan Frakes in Star Trek Picard.
Yeah.
It's
Fucking hell.
not- I think that was supposed to be.
That's so amazing.
It's not fair.
I feel like maybe the reason why they put so much makeup on these people is so they don't get the Star Trek curse of not being able to get a job.
I just
after-
realized they put fucking DeForest Kelly on that list. They didn't put Iggy Pop on that.
Oh, I guess not
Wait a
popular
minute, they
enough.
didn't put any Deep Space Nine on that.
They haven't watched. The guy who wrote the article hasn't watched this.
No, it's just everybody hates it.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. DeForest Kelly in TNG, I don't count. But Worf in The Undiscovered Country, I do count. I do count Michael Dorn in The Undiscovered Country.
Yeah, to be honest.
Which also isn't on the damn list. Yeah, they don't have any DS9 on this list, dude. They hate DS9.
Yeah, everybody hates DS9.
Everybody hates DS9. Why is
Yeah.
that?
I think
Why
it's
is
maybe
it, man?
trauma. I don't know.
It's probably trauma.
It's probably you can. I feel like safely you can say it, probably trauma.
It's
To
usually
anything.
trauma.
Yeah,
When is
and
it not?
you'll probably be right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mhm.
this kind of reminds me that like I feel like when I die,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna now because of doing this podcast, I'm gonna like suddenly appear, like you know, at the end of Shining, where's that picture of the hotel?
Yeah, the zoom in on the
yeah,
on the
I'm gonna be in like a random cast picture in Star Trek. It's gonna zoom in, and I'm just gonna be there. You know?
be kind of cool.
Yeah. I'm like at the red shirt somewhere, you know, in some shot, you know.
Yeah, yeah. It's
It
a good
just
bit.
zooms in.
It's always a good gag at the end of stuff. The Shining reference. You
Yeah.
know? Zooming in
Yeah.
on a picture. It always gets
But
a
it's
bit
gonna
of a
be-
chuckle out of me.
Yeah. But it's gonna be the end of my life, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be this. I'm gonna be as forgotten as
Who's
all these
seeing
people
that then?
played.
Because it's like the whole point of that ending is that we, the viewer, are seeing this. But if that just happens to you in real life, is that like
Yeah.
do I find that out?
No,
Who's
no,
seeing
it'll just
that?
be like you. It will cut my funeral. I die. Everybody cries, I guess, whatever. Or maybe no. Maybe it's just like empty funeral where there's like one person there or something. There's like the priest, you know, because he has to someone has to be there to do the burial. Nobody else, you know. And I get put in the ground, and then it cuts to Paramount, you know, offices, and there's a wall of pictures of different stuff of that Paramount made, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then people are walking past, they're not paying attention to anything, and then the camera starts zooming in on one of the pictures, and it's like a, you know, it's a picture from Star Trek, you know, from like this the what's it called, what's it called, the where you shoot things, what was it called?
A studio?
Yeah, from like
Okay.
the.
I'm like, what do you
No,
mean
I'm
what you
completely
shoot
blanking
things
on the word right now.
Yeah.
What's the fucking stage called that you shoot on? The plan, right? From the plan, basically, right? and I'm there somehow, like I'm a red shirt somewhere in the background or something, you know.
I think
And
what would
that's
be
it.
scarier is if after you die, I like put on an episode of like the original series, and you're like an actor in it all of
Yeah.
a sudden. You're like a
Yeah.
background guy,
Yeah, exactly. You know,
and I'm like, what
something
the
like-
fuck? Rewind, pause. Was this guy always there?
Yeah,
Just hanging out,
yeah. That's
and
my
that's when
legacy.
you get the.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know you can't really hear that over Discord, but I did the song.
Yeah, I kind of assumed.
You got
that,
bits of it. You got bits of it.
Yeah, I got bits.
Max,
Yeah.
did you? All right. You know what? Pick a number, but 1 or 2.
2.
I got 2 stories. I don't think you're gonna be too interested in either of them, but you're gonna have to try your hardest.
Yeah.
1 or 2.
2.
All right. Okay. Have you seen the trailer for Garfield?
No, I haven't watched the Garfield trailer.
Brother, it's got Garfield in it. This
I haven't.
motherfucker is back.
This motherfucker. Garfield is back when we
Garfield
needed it the most.
Is back. Live watch now. You haven't seen it.
Yeah.
We're gonna live
That's gonna
watch
be
it now.
great for this podcast, which is
Yeah,
not-
well, just
not-
hey, here's the thing. After this ad, listener, we're gonna be watching the Garfield advert
Yeah.
lightly. We can talk over it. It's fine. We don't have to be quiet.
Do I need to?
But it's
am I
crazy,
supposed
dude.
to be syncing with you? Or am I just supposed
No,
to
it's
watch
fine.
it?
Just play it, dude. It's fine.
All right, I'm watching this right
Just
now.
a
I'm
light.
pressing
It's
play.
just a light bit. you
The
know.
following preview has been approved. Okay, it's gone.
Bro,
Sony,
it's
Columbia,
sad.
Alcom, Prime Focus. Oh, he's a homeless cat. In the
Garfield
thing.
has a realistic panic attack in this one.
Oh, god damn it!
Look.
I hate seeing things that I experience in real. Oh, he's gonna see a lasagna for the window. He's
Yeah,
a
let's see that.
homeless-
But now you see that would make sense, but yeah, I mean, you're gonna find out shortly that that is not what John's
Spaghetti.
eating. A pizza. He's eating a pizza.
Spaghetti. Oh, he's eating pizza. This animation style is a bit weird.
Yeah,
Oh, so he's like, all
I'm
these
not super
people are
into it.
like, they have family and stuff, and I'm alone. I need
He's
a cat.
all alone. He doesn't have a Garfield.
Yeah,
He doesn't have a child
yeah. Oh, you
or,
can
or
open
a
windows
wife
in a
or a
restaurant.
partner of any kind.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, he now has a Garfield.
You hungry little guy, and this is how John teaches Garfield to consume
Whoa.
food in a huge. Oh, he
Well,
eats
yeah,
everything.
dude. See, he didn't even have to teach him.
Oh, there's lasagna.
Yeah, and also Chris Pratt.
Yeah, Chris Pratt voices him.
Yeah. Doesn't really, I feel I'm really fit, you know?
Uh huh.
How do you feel about that? Seeing
About
Chris
what?
Pratt.
About Chris
seeing
Pratt?
Chris Pratt with voicing
yeah.
Garfield.
I don't know. I'm too focused about.
It's got Samuel L.
Yeah,
Jackson in it.
Yeah, he's got like. Oh my god. He's got a father.
Apparently.
Oh yeah, Samuel Jackson's voice is the father.
Yeah, his dad is Samuel L. Jackson, father of Chris
Mhm.
Pratt.
Father of Chris Pratt.
Huh.
Yeah.
Finally,
Who's making
the,
this?
the world gets to see. It's a Paramount. Paramount.
Oh, okay.
Columbia
So-
Pictures. Apparently, it's a
Yeah.
Sony. Film,
Oh
so
yeah,
never
you're
mind,
right.
I'm wrong.
I did say at the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
dude, we're finally gonna get to see the origins of Garfield and his long lost father.
Yeah, I feel like I'm very interested into seeing what lore is going to be established in this Garfield movie.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to reading all the Wikipedia articles about the different foods that Garfield is going to consume and what powers he's going to gain out of them.
I'm
know?
interested in seeing the binging Babish tie-in video where he makes
Yeah.
he makes Garfield's lasagna.
Garfield's lasagna. I don't know.
And he makes like a big lasagna
Yeah.
in a tray, and he's like, "Now check out Garfield at cinemas while I eat this lasagna.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious." I haven't
Yeah.
seen a binging and Babish video. For a
I
little
haven't
while.
watched But yeah,
You've never seen a damn Benji?
No,
Benji
I
Babish?
haven't seen one in a while.
Yeah.
Because he tends to like go like, I'm gonna make this, and then he puts a lot of like weird ingredients and stuff that I
He
don't
makes
have access
crazy
to.
version, yeah.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm gonna make the most expensive Garfield lasagna possible.
Yeah,
And
like,
then
I don't have any
and
of
then
this
it's like,
stuff.
he puts gold flake in the marinara.
Yeah,
It's like, brother, I ain't got that.
yeah.
I feel
not
like
now.
if you put the gold leaf. Sorry, I have to cough a lot. I don't know why. I
COVID.
feel like if you put, yeah, maybe. I feel like if you put the gold leaf into the sauce, it must like get destroyed, right? Because it's like
Yeah,
a
definitely.
dressing. I
Yeah,
think.
the golden. I don't think the golden flake does anything except for like
No,
inflate
it
your
just
ego,
looks.
I guess.
It just looks fancy.
Yeah,
You see it and
It's
you're like,
about
oh my god, I'm
color
eating.
contrast you can make, I guess,
Oh.
with it.
Maybe
But,
if
yeah.
you make it like, maybe if you mix it in with like the crispy top,
Mm-hmm.
some gold leaf.
I genuinely don't think gold leaf does anything.
No, it doesn't. I know it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just for look.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, you would ruin the look if you mix it into the sauce because it would probably like
It
melt
wouldn't be
or something.
probably
It'll, like,
wouldn't be
disintegrate.
visible. Yeah.
Or I
At
mean, it'll
all.
just get covered by sauce at that point.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But what would be the process of making it look sparkly inside?
adding like aluminium shavings to your lasagna, I guess, maybe.
Yeah,
or, like,
I suppose. I feel like
sauce.
that would also just get covered in. Be difficult to cut too because you'd be like trying to cut through
No, it
the
would be
aluminium.
like I feel like it will add an interesting texture to the entire dish.
Yes,
You know?
correct.
You got that softness, you got the hardness of the aluminium coming in there, you know.
Yeah.
Adding a little bit of iron, you know, from like the blood that you're gonna be swallowing as you're eating, as it
Oh, I don't
as the
think
aluminium
that's-
shavings cut your mouth, you know.
I don't think you necessarily get iron from urine. I guess you do, but it's
No, but like
you're
no,
not
I'm
gaining
talking
any
about
iron
the
at that point.
I'm talking
like,
about the taste of blood, you know.
that you're
has,
getting
like,
an
that
irony
iron.
blood taste from the aluminium.
Yeah.
I don't think the aluminium would cut up your. Well, I mean, so I was imagining it as like little shreds of tinfoil, aluminium.
No,
foil.
I was thinking like if you're like on a lathe, you're working something
like
on
a
lathe.
lathe.
and
You're
that-
lathing, like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you would add in parmesan, perhaps.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're
but-
you're instead adding shavings of
Shavings of aluminium. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we should start like like as we mentioned many times on the show, Crimes of the Future. Why
Mm-hmm.
just plastic? You know?
Why not more materials?
Yeah, more materials, aluminium,
Brick,
bricks,
stone,
gravel,
gravel, sand.
paper,
Glass.
paper, glass.
Can you imagine
yeah.
how good it would be to be able to eat glass? Would be so
Yeah.
sick, dude.
I think don't they do that? Some people, like crazy people that eat like
I think you eat
crazy
glass,
things.
you die.
like that.
I don't think you can avoid dying if you eat glass.
I
think that's just like a straight
murder mystery novel where someone crashes.
Well,
glass
yeah, that
into
was
someone's
D
food.
and D.
I'm definitely probably not because that was probably just copied from like an Agatha Christie novel.
Well, maybe.
I'm
I
highly,
remember it from
I'm
a
highly
Drizzt-
confident
a
that
Drizzt-
it was.
a
It's just some
Drizzt
guy.
Do'Urden short story that Gab sent to me and was like,
You're
"You need to read these.
spoiling
You need to
it.
hear these stories."
You're spoiling it.
And he's doing like a thieves guild poison contest or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the guy's like, "You can never poison me. I have every antidote right here next to me. So, haha, I win." And then he drinks a thing, and he's like, "I'm dying. Oh, I'm coughing up blood." Blah.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys who judge the test are like, "What the hell? We've checked his blood and everything. There's no poison in it. He hasn't ingested any poison. What did you do?" And the dude, I can't remember the name of the character. He's like, "I just, got some crushed up glass, put it
Yeah.
in the wine,
Yeah.
drank. It was easy."
I've put a bit of a little small chunk of plutonium in there, and he's going to get 600,000 tumors in his body. In
I
like
put a
day.
small amount of poutine in there. And
I put a bit of poop
unfortunately,
of my own
there's
feces in there.
I put a little bit of poop in there, and he got hepatitis and died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think a D&D Greater Restoration spell would cure you of hepatitis?
No, I choose not to believe now. Yeah,
Okay.
I choose that. Nothing else. I'm not gonna defend my choice. I'm just gonna say no.
Just say it. Yeah. All right, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Kind of the end of the no really moving on, evolving that, no riffing there. You're just kind of like no end of comment. I have no additions to make.
Yeah, I just feel like any all like real disease in D&D would like kill you. Like all of the diseases are like fake. The ones that like get cured by like healing touch and stuff.
No, there's like
You get like AIDS or something, and
there's like
you would just die.
Tetanus.
Yeah.
Like lock.
Does
no,
it
there's,
actually
like,
describe
diseases.
tetanus?
I don't know. Probably.
Are they trying to
I
like
don't
not
know.
put real diseases in D&D so they don't like?
I feel like there's
from
definitely
people's
rabies.
issues?
Rabies definitely
rabies?
exists.
Is it? It's probably rabies, but it's probably called like anger disease or like wild animal anger disease.
Oh, they've
or
got
something.
barbarians disease.
Yeah, or something bullshit like that, you know. But you know, I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like D&D, so I don't. You're the one. You have to make other podcasts with someone else to talk about D&D because I don't know
All right.
anything about D&D.
I'll do that. Next week we'll replacing Max with my friend Derek.
Uh-huh.
That's
Because his name starts with a D. That's why he's such a D&D fan, right?
Yeah, sometimes we joke when we get together. I'm like, ready for a bit of Dungeons and Derek?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's like, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't laugh too much.
No.
I feel like it might kill the show, but at this point, I may as well try.
You don't know if you're doing any good jokes because he's just sitting there like,
I'm like giving him windows to riff, and he's like, there we go. That's like 10 seconds of dead air. Is that too much for the bit, do you think?
I like the idea of someone being like walking down the street and they're going like, is it off? And then
you gotta hit him with it sometimes. Keep him guessing.
Yeah.
Keep him guessing.
You know,
Max,
it's like you gotta check. Sometimes you know when you're walking down the street, you gotta check behind you. Sometimes, you know.
Max, I'm cutting you. Sorry, I'm hitting you with a no riff situation now. How was your week, Max? How are you doing?
It's fine. Nothing major's happening.
It seems like
I
based on
watched 7 movies again.
no, you can't do this too soon. You need to space out these Max's 7 movie delights. I don't think this can be like a bi-monthly thing or bi-weekly, depending on how you phrase it.
Mm-hmm.
So fucked up that it means both things at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
It's fucking it's so fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, anyway, you can't.
Do you think
can't
that
do this,
will
dude. You're gonna
ever
get hurt.
lead to like a military incident?
Bi-weekly?
Because
no, they would
bi-monthly,
say
you know?
fortnightly.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah.
They would
Like-
say 700 per month or something.
Yeah, exactly. I was just
Max,
like,
us
but yeah.
lightning round these movies. You saw 7 movies again this weekend alone. You're gonna have a problem, dude. You're gonna struggle.
I'm gonna get what is it? Carpal tunnel.
Yeah,
Carpal tunnel. I'm gonna
from sitting there watching
from
movies.
sitting down movies. Yeah,
Sitting down and
I'm
watching
gonna-
movies on repeat.
I'm gonna get repetitive strain disorder. What's it in
Repetitive
my
stress. RSI.
RSI?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
get
guess.
anxiety.
Yeah, you might. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
But yeah, I watched
Movie
7
number
movies.
1.
What of it?
Max's
What of
7 movies. So what? Big deal. Movie number 1. What was it? Go.
Movie number 1, Thunder Road. Dark
Thunder
comedy.
Road.
It was
I
fun.
remember that. That's a good movie.
I recommend it. You can
I
go
remember
watch
seeing
it
the
somewhere.
short of that movie. Gabs showed it to me, and I was like, "That's a good short." And then they made the full movie version that was more than just the scene of him singing at his mother's funeral. And I was like,
Yeah.
"This is a good movie."
Yeah, it's
would've
fun.
thought?
It's a good movie.
Who would have thought?
Yeah,
Thunder
it's,
Road.
Thunder Road. Recommend it. Go see it in the cinema near you or
Mm-hmm.
in streaming somewhere.
So
Second-
can you give me what streaming did you watch that on?
I
'Cause
just watched it on
rented that.
Amazon because,
It's
like,
on
you know,
Amazon?
you remember again how I told you that like Amazon. I just kind of go with Amazon recommendations sometimes, especially when I do
Yeah.
this.
Mhm.
Yeah. I wanted to watch Thunder Road because that was on my list.
Yeah.
Then I went back and it was like, Amazon recommends this because you watched. What was it? I don't remember specifically.
Excuse me.
But it was like, you watched some animated film, therefore you should watch Max's movie number 2, Boogie.
Okay. I need to look this
Boogie
up.
is
'Cause I
the
don't know what this
no,
one
you
is.
know which one it is because I sent you
Yeah, but I
video.
need
The
to look it
animated
up.
one. The
I'm gonna look
animated
up Boogie and it's gonna show me like Boogie Nights. It's showing me a movie from 2021 called Boogie.
It's
Hetty
2016,
Huang.
I think, or 2015. But it's animated. It's a Boogie. The movie is based on like this animated
got it.
movie is based on like this character from like
This is
an
a 2009
Argentina.
movie.
Oh, 2009. Argentina's like comic strip, like you know.
Basado en el cómic del genial
Yes. Yeah, and he's basically the tagline is sexist, violent, and sadistic. So you know what you can expect from that. It's edgy. I don't know why I watched it. I kind of just looked at it, and I looked at Boogie, and I looked at how hard it's trying to look cool in the little picture that they use, and I just clicked it, and then I just watched it. And
This
it's
is
bad.
based on a character called Oily Boogie.
Oily Boogie, yeah, that's what it was, yeah. And it's bad, and it's I know that some people might say, I don't know, it's like trying to be like,
It's supposed to be over the top.
yeah,
and
it's supposed to be over the
crazy,
top, but
bro.
it's just shit, so don't watch it. So it doesn't save it, you know, the fact that it's over the top.
Now that you've seen it, Gabs, you might be interested
Gabs,
in
yeah.
Max, sorry.
Maybe
It's
I
gonna
should
take
leave,
Gabs
huh?
earlier. I'll
Maybe
get
I
Gabs
should-
for the D&D podcast next week.
Yeah,
instead.
yeah. You're gonna make
Max,
a one episode, and who's gonna
Now
edit
that you've
huh?
seen Boogie the Oily, would you like to use this Boogie the Oily Minecraft skin that I just saw on Google Images?
Yeah, that looks exactly like Boogie the Oily. Yeah, I'm going to get that. And
Let's
I'm
have a
gonna
look
use
at
it.
the. No, there's no reception section on.
But in general, it's just kind of shit, and it's racist and
Cool.
just when your character is talking about how there's a moment where he goes into like this site of a massacre, and he sees like he goes into like an elevator, and like the camera is like on the floor, and there's like women's legs there, right? And he like
Okay.
walks in, he goes like perfect woman, and then the camera rides up. And she's missing her head was blown off.
Oh, that
So
is.
get it?
That is. Sorry, what was
Get
it?
it?
That is Machista Violento y Sádico. I found the Boogie website. They got the Boogie website listed.
Can you get all the comic strips from there for free or something? Because this character's
like
been dead for
It's like
years.
a Flash site from 2000.
Oh, I don't click on that.
No, it's on the Wayback Machine.
Oh, it's on the Wayback Machine. Okay.
They got
But
gallery
anyway-
videos. They got downloads.
You can
Press.
get a Boogie wallpaper for your desktop.
Maybe a Boogie
But-
screensaver.
Yeah, Boogie screensaver.
Those who
Yeah.
do not comply will be beaten to death. That's in
Nice.
the copyright section at the bottom. Boogie
Mm,
copyright.
yeah.
2007. Fontana Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this seems like a bad movie. Movie number 3.
Moving up three, Abraxas, Guardians of the Universe.
I like I've heard of
It's
this one.
It's a movie about space cops, but they're not. But he clears it up later in the movie. He doesn't say lawmakers. He says peacemakers. They're peacemakers, not lawmakers of the of the galaxy.
I think this is a movie that I remember when I went to watch Buckaroo Banzai. It was this
Mhm.
one as well. I was looking at like that poster's kind of cool.
Yeah, the poster's cool, but the movie isn't that cool.
Poster's kinda
But-
sick, but yeah,
A lot of running through the forest to try to get full length, like so they can actually show it in
you
theaters.
gotta shoot the rodeo.
Yeah, they got running around in the forest for quite a bit chunk of this movie.
Cool.
But
You're
it's
listening
based
to Max's 7 movie delight.
the guy, there's basically the movie begins with like they're finders. That's what they're called. They're called finders.
It's not a particularly scary name of secret police or something.
Yeah,
Galactic
finders,
police.
but they'll find you. They'll find you. But that's the thing. So there's two of them. One of them goes renegade, and the other one chases him. He gets sent after him, and the reason why he goes renegade is because he needs to find a woman. And then he goes up to her and goes, I need your body. Because he does the Arnold Schwarzenegger accent for some reason. The guy, the evil guy. And he, are you able to bear children, I think, or something like that, he says to her. And then he chases her down. And then he holds her and he takes his hand and then he puts it over her tummy. And the hand glows,
What
you know.
the hell?
And he plants a baby in her. And then she gives birth to a baby like 30 seconds later, which is insane. To have a
Damn.
pregnancy.
Sounds like
Yeah,
TNG.
Yeah, exactly. Like literally, yeah. And like Diana, yeah.
Like
And then the guy is like, he catches him, the guy who's chasing, but he's like, I already won. I've sired a son or whatever. And then yeah, and she like, they basically the space dispatch police are like, you should kill that woman right now.
You need to kill her now.
Yeah, and he's
That's
like, I
fucked up.
can't. Yeah, and he's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And then she has to. For some reason, there's a. It's not a particularly bad thing, but it's very kind of noticeable that this movie is kind of about single parenthood, like especially single mothers sort of thing. Because she then brings up the child on her own, you know, and she like lives in like
The
a weird
instant baby.
Yeah, like she lives in like a halfway house sort of thing, you know, arrangement with some other single mother, you know. It's like and there's a lot of like kind of emphasis on that, you know, of like, oh, you know, this poor family, you know, and like everybody's like judging her that the father isn't there and stuff like that, and you're like kind of
Little
like,
do they know the father is a dead alien.
no, he's a space rapist
He's a
basically,
space-
right? Because
yeah, I guess.
because you could technically you could say that he is a space rapist basically.
True.
And turns out the reason why he's done it is because the child that gets born from that is like I don't remember the name for it, but it was like cumulator or something like that.
What?
And what happens is that the child's got the anti-life equation in his brain.
I don't
And
know
the
what that
finders
means. I
the
don't know what that
finders
means.
are against anti-life in any form, so they're like trying to save life. So the anti-life equation is they're trying to stop it from existing, right?
What is the anti-life equation?
I don't know, but apparently the
Isn't
kid
that like a
has
DC
like
thing? Like,
but
like
he-
a comic book?
but he has an ability to like throw people around with telekinesis and stuff like that. So I guess
Let's
that's
move
what
on to
anti-life
movie number 4.
Yeah,
They
but
already spent too long on
anyway,
the Braxis.
the one of the finders stays behind. He becomes he's not the dad that, you know, the dad, but he's the dad that stepped up, you know, and at the end, and he, which is kind of strange to be honest, because there was like no chemistry between the two, like the single mother and this like finder creature that just appears, and it turns out they fuck later, and it's like, all right, that's so not good, you know, because it's like it's such forced in there sort of thing. All right, done. Abraxas.
Good.
Don't watch it. It's boring.
You spent a lot of time on a movie that was apparently very bad.
Yeah.
It's got Jim Belushi. in it as
Blue, because
Principal
it's
Rick.
just like, I don't know. It's just yeah.
Never mind.
Blue Velvet.
Good movie.
Blue Velvet. It's good. It's fun. It's not
It's
fun.
fun.
It's fucking
It's fun.
terrifying, to be honest.
Fun movie.
Baby wants to fuck. Yeah.
It's like, what
it's
if
terrible.
you met a very uncomfortable man
Yeah. What if you met like
and were held hostage for an evening by one of the strangest, most
The-
uncomfortable man ever?
Yeah, exactly, you know, and yeah, that's like that. Yeah, it's just a good movie. I recommend it. There's you know, Laura Dern and
Kyle
Coop is just-
MacLachlan.
yeah, he's like just he's got such a good game, you know. Like every basically woman wants to fuck him, basically. Even the abused woman and the victim basically of the villain of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane, and it's yeah, it's a good movie though. I recommend it, and Was this after Twin Peaks or was this before Twin
No,
Peaks?
it's before Twin Peaks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
feel
get
like
Carl
there's a lot
McLachlan
of.
looks like a baby in that movie.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, exactly. Because
He
he
looks
looks
like
like
a child.
he is literally like a baby, and yeah, like there's like a lot of overlap. I feel like with Bob and the guy, the evil guy from this,
It was
like,
definitely that era of Lynch.
Yeah, where he is literally like a monster. Like they do that thing with like the slowdown in this that also appears in Twin Peaks, where they slow down the footage and you can see it, like the raw, like his voice turns into like this fucking monstrous raw, and and I drink Heineken now, only Heineken.
Yeah, you're a Heineken guy now?
Yeah, now I'm a Heineken guy because of this movie.
Okay.
Yeah, good movie. Go watch it, I guess, because I haven't watched it, but probably a lot of people did, so I'm going to still say it's a good movie. Next movie, I'm going to be short with this one.
Number
Terminus.
5.
It's a movie about a mouth with a truck, truck with a mouth, and it's
Ayo?
disjointed. What?
Ayo?
A-O.
What that mouth do?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah. You could it just talks. That's what it does, okay?
Alright.
There is no reason for it to have a mouth.
It's creepy.
I guess that's I guess the speaker technology is redundant in in that like post-apocalyptic future, and just having a speaker that does the voice wasn't
They were
enough,
like,
so
what if Kit from Knight Rider was scary?
Yeah, exactly, And it's funny. It's got the actress that plays in what's it called? Indiana Jones.
I don't know. I told you I haven't seen
the first
5.
one.
I haven't seen it.
And she plays in it, and she plays
Uma
in the
Thurman?
movie. Yeah, and at like for like 15 minutes, and then she dies, and a guy replaces her, and then he's the main character. So it's clearly like a way to draw people in. So they got like a more known actor,
a bit, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's like some German guy that like plays the main character, and then it's just I guess some of the things are cool in this movie, but it's a bit of a waste of time, to be honest.
Movie.
They also fuck in like the first 10 minutes of the movie, which is quite interesting. She meets a guy in the prison cell, and then they have sex immediately.
That's movie number 6, right?
No, that's movie number 5.
Okay, movie's number 6.
Number.
Go.
Oh, you mean like number? Yeah,
Go.
Ricky-O.
Ricky-O's great. What a good movie.
The story of Ricky. I really enjoyed this movie, and I'm gonna get my dad to watch it. Basically, that's how much I like this movie.
I haven't seen it in a long time. That movie's excellent.
Because my dad loves like martial arts films, and I think he will love this one too.
It's very fun.
And yeah, it's
a classic.
Yeah, it is a classic, and it does like, I don't know, it was great. It was like I felt like on such a high, after watching that film. Like I was like, I felt like watching another like a schlocky action film like that, like martial art. But like all of the stuff that was being recommended to me was kind of like a lot of Jackie Chan films and stuff, and I was like, I don't really feel like that, that sort of thing. But it's great. It's an awesome film, and I was glad that the reason why I wanted to watch it, because I like reminded myself of like some compilation of like the weirdest martial arts fights or something on YouTube, and I remember the scene with the guy using his intestines to try to strangle Ricky.
Yeah.
And then he throws him up in the air, and you get the X-ray hit. Him literally like breaking in his face. With a punch in midair.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, and I was like, "What's that movie?" And I was like, "Oh, Ricky-O." It's like, "All right, I'm gonna watch this," and it was great. It was awesome. And that's it. Great movie. I recommend it. And the last movie. Also
number 7.
I'm gonna be short on this one. This one is Shin Masked Rider.
Oh,
Masked
the
Rider.
Kamen Rider movie. Yeah.
It was. I feel like maybe I'm missing a lot of context because I haven't watched.
You're not a Kamen Rider head.
Yeah,
You're not like a Super Sentai guy.
Yeah, exactly. I like the like. there was clearly they were trying to go for the aesthetic of it, you know, with like the poses, with the way they did fights in those movies and stuff like that, and shows, but the thing is, like, I feel like the CGI that they used in this was very weird.
Okay.
It was very stiff, but I guess and like, I don't know, it's just like it was hard to sit for this movie, basically. I felt like I was kind of watching it out of like, oh, I guess I started it, you know, so I'll finish it, sort of thing. But I guess it's like part of like, it seems there's a lot of like the Shin movies, like Shin Godzilla and stuff like that. It seems like there's like these.
Well, they're both Hideki Anno movies.
Yeah, so they're like, I guess, remaking, and they're doing like the thing with like, and like coming from Ricky O, and doing gore the right way, and then doing gore in this movie where he like punches people and they like splash blood out of themselves, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't, this isn't cool, you know? Like, you don't see, like, none of the gore is creative in any way. Like, I feel like in Ricky O, when the gore happens, you're like, whoa, you know, it's just like immediately so, like, it's so different, you know? It's so, like, it's trying to be gory and, like, what if this guy just punches, like, the flab on the front of your stomach, you know? Just that, you know?
Yeah,
And,
I think Shame Kamen Rider is a movie that I'm interested in, but I feel like I feel like I'd want to watch other Kamen Rider stuff first. Otherwise, I feel like I'd just be like, this is kind of cool, I guess.
But I don't know. This movie basically feels very long when you watch it. You know, like it tries to establish a lot of things because it's trying to like kind of reboot, I guess, the series in a way. So it's trying to like feed you all the information you need about what these like hybrid people are. You know, like and the like the secret society that makes them and stuff like that. It's like. It's trying to so much to like not leave anything out, you know?
Sure.
And yeah, genuinely, like the CGI is kind of, sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's like painfully bad, basically. So you get that whiplash of like this scene looks really good, and then suddenly you get something that looks extremely rubbery and kind of stiff, you know? And it's like, yeah. I don't know I guess if you maybe have more of a nostalgia for this, you might enjoy this, but I didn't enjoy that.
If you're a Kamen Rider head, jump on board. But if not, stay away. Get back. Well, that was Max's 7 movie delight.
Yeah, and that's probably gonna be the last one for a while.
How did this one fare compared to the last 7 movie delight? Do you think you preferred this set of movies? It sounds like you preferred this set of movies.
I preferred this set of movies
as a grouping. It sounded like you were overall more favorable of these ones than the last one.
That's the thing. I feel like I watched less. Like in the previous one bunch, I've watched less movies that were like good, you know, like people know they're good, sort of thing.
Sure.
And in this one, I did really like just kind of went with like recommendations and stuff like that on Amazon a lot more, you know, from different directors and stuff like that, not just like, because previously it was Cronenberg that I was kind of watching, right? And a lot of his stuff, and that's why it was like continuously recommending that to me. But like, I bet overall, I think this one would, if you took an average of like Rotten Tomato scores of this batch, would be higher than the previous one. I guess if you want to get like put like a little number on it, right? This one probably would have a higher Rotten Tomato rating overall.
Max,
on an average.
Did you know there is a new Heihachi in Tekken 8?
No.
Heihachi's illegitimate daughter has surfaced and taken his place as the new head of the Mishima family. She is vying to kill Kazuya and Jin.
They're
and
just
Lars
spawning
and
more.
Lee, I guess.
They can do that. Can they just do that? Can they?
Harada said in 2011, like way ahead of this as well, that Heihachi has about 18 to 25 illegitimate children around the world. He can apparently confirm 9.
He's like a Genghis Khan, you know.
He was prolific. Dude, there are so many Mishima, there are so many Heihachis that they can throw out because they killed Heihachi in Tekken 7.
Oh,
He killed him off. He's like, no, Heihachi's finally dead. Kazuya finally kills him for good. But now they're like, but anyway, his Heihachi's his estranged, long lost daughter, who has taken up his powers, the Mishima style.
Yeah, she got a cool move sets.
She's got sort of
cool
like
design.
She's got some of Heihachi's moves. I like her design, but I think it could have been more interesting. Hold on, let me get it for you quick. Let me get it for you. Let me get it for you quickly.
I'm looking at the Boogie skin that you posted before for Minecraft.
Yeah. Does it make you want to play Minecraft?
Yeah. Actually, he's got like an interesting jawline on that. On that.
Sometimes you can do that with. Yeah. This is her concept art.
All right, she's like a goth GF sort of thing.
This is her in-game model, or in-game render, I guess.
Yeah, she is like a goth GF sort of thing. Well,
she can do the electric wind god fist.
I don't know what that is.
That's Heihachi's signature move. As well as the Kazuya and Jin can do it as well.
Yeah.
But Heihachi is back
so it's
in
not
girl
his
form.
Signature move. Oh. In ghost form?
In girl form.
Oh, you mean yeah.
Now what's interesting as well is that because Heihachi is dead, they have, Kuma the bear in Tekken. You know how Tekken has a bear character?
Yeah.
His design in Tekken 8, he is taking up the mantle of Heihachi.
Oh, does he? What? So how does
Heihachi is dead.
So how does he?
Now Kuma
how does he?
Must be Heihachi.
Yeah.
The image is posting. There you go.
Oh, he's got like a little vest on.
He's got Heihachi's gi and his head and his belt as a headband, and the arm wrappings. Yeah, and they have given him some of Heihachi's moves.
Why? Why the bear?
Because Heihachi loved Kuma.
Oh,
Kuma was Heihachi's second in command.
All right.
It was his most trusted ally was Kuma the bear.
Imagine if you're like in Heihachi's like organization and you're less important than like a bear.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it is to be expected. The bear would kick my ass.
You're actually, yeah.
You know?
He knows martial arts, right? Kuma the bear.
He's got a bear martial arts, but now he also has Heihachi martial arts.
He doesn't just know bear necessities, right?
No, he doesn't just know bare necessities. He can do karate.
Okay. So it's not like he's just a bear and he just
doesn't. He has bear-based moves as well.
Yeah,
where he flops around.
I know, but he also has adopted some.
He also does spin kicks and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And now he can do like some of Heihachi's like big moves and stuff.
Yeah.
He's taking up the mantle of Heihachi.
Yeah. These hacks at Tekken 8 are making this. How dare they make this?
What?
They should stop making Tekken and just.
They should stop making Tekken, you think?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What's your
I don't
reasoning?
think anyone's gonna miss it. I think nobody will miss it.
What's your reasoning?
Because they can just play the previous one.
True, very true.
Yeah.
No, because this one has new features that aren't present in the
new
old
features. Okay.
They have the heat mode. You can put your character in heat.
Yeah, and especially a bear would also have
you can put
heat season.
Kuma and Panda in heat in a match together. Just kind of see what happens.
Yeah, just let him. You just put down the controller and just let us see what happens.
See what they do.
I thought. Oh, wait, so is not the panda a separate character? Or
Panda is a different character, but they do have the exact same moves. Although, from the sounds of it, Panda will probably be traditional, old Kuma style completely, whereas Kuma now has different moves.
Yeah.
You see.
I don't know if a bear would stand like this, straight like that, to be honest. I don't think their knees are designed to stand like that. Looking at this picture that you...
This is what you're taking umbrage with?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not that he voluntarily put on a gi, it somehow wrapped his arms and legs in bandages and tied a headband around his head.
Yeah, that's the only unrealistic part.
He also does literally kind of have, not proportionally, but he does kind of have the physique of a guy.
Yeah, he does.
You can see, like, his pecs and stuff.
He looks kind of like a man wearing a bear suit, basically.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. It's kind of what Kuma is, except he is actually a bear.
Yeah.
Which is why Tekken is so cool.
And why did you bring up Tekken?
We had like 5 minutes left and we finished Max's 7 Movie Delight, and I wanted to talk about the new Heihachi illegitimate daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Because I like Tekken and stuff, and
yeah.
Now we're
I never seen you play I never seen you play Tekken.
The thing with Tekken 7 is that there was a point when I wanted to play it, and it made my PC blow up. And I was like, this isn't good, and then I never really got it looked. But Tekken 8 does work on my PC because I played the beta of it, so I'll be playing Tekken 8. I'll be getting in on Tekken 8.
Yeah.
Getting back in on some Tekken. I was playing Tekken. You probably didn't watch me, but I would fight Ash in Tekken and stuff. When we used to do fighting game Thursdays. He would kick my ass sometimes. That's only because he played a character and he did a move, and I literally was like, all right, this move is kicking my ass. I need to like go into training mode and look at the punishes for it. Mm-hmm. And then I got the punishes and I was like, all right, no more getting caught up by that shit.
And then you never played again, so you never were able to
straight. I think Ash.
I
started beating Ash more, and then now he's like, no, I don't like fighting games.
Who likes fighting games anyway?
Sorry?
Who likes fighting games anyway?
Not me. I like Garfield the movie.
I like Garfield the movie.
No, wait, hold on. No, important distinction. Not Garfield the movie, the Garfield movie.
No, of course. Do you think Heihachi's illegitimate bastard daughter is going to be voiced by Chris Pratt?
That would be kind of funny. Unfortunately, they won't, because in Street Fighter they localize everybody, so everybody can speak English. But in Tekken, everybody just talks their native language to each other.
Oh yeah, because I remember they had the karateka from Poland, the Prime Minister of Poland or whatever.
She speaks Polish to other characters who are speaking to her in like Chinese and stuff.
Yeah,
and they just get it. They all know what's happening. Yeah. Tekken is a world in which they have a universal translator.
Yeah, but we don't have access to it.
No,
so
it's like the only difference between our world and Tekken world.
Do we ever see like someone talk to Kuma and they're like, yes, Kuma, you've got a point?
I guess Heihachi would communicate with him, but I don't think anybody can understand Kuma or Panda. But they understand them on like a spiritual level, not necessarily a literal communication.
They're not. They're not even speaking. Even the languages they speak, they're not speaking their normal variant. They're speaking with their fighter's tongue, and all fighters can understand.
It's the spirit of the King of the Iron Fist tournament.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why they can understand each other.
It's why they can understand ancient beings like Ogre. And true Ogre.
Exactly.
And
it's like
Angel.
it's like the Doomed City by Stagarsky. It's the experiment, It
is kind of like the Doomed City, but cool.
It's the experiment.
It's like, what if the Doomed City was about everybody fighting each other? Honestly, I think that is the only time the Doomed City experiment would work. Forget the utilitarian society. They should be a combat-based society.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening to Dead Ensigns.
Yeah, exactly. This is the Ben's fighting corner that's gonna repeat.
Well, we fucking had we had a break 1 week. We had Max's 7 Movie Delight, then a break.
Ben is establishing it. You're just establishing it now, so it's gonna happen every week.
Forgive me for wanting a little bit at the end where I'm like, hey, actually, the new character they showed off is kind of cool, and I like her. And also, Kuma is funny.
Yeah.
And we
But
love
they can't
Heihachi.
see it.
We miss
Those
Heihachi.
People can't see it.
True. That's
the
true. There's
podcast.
a downside.
We
But
could
that's
describe her. No, I get it.
She's got purple highlights and a black and purple jacket, and she's Japanese. And
Nice.
you can just fill in the rest.
All right, yeah.
But yeah,
Type
thanks for
that
listening.
into ChatGPT or whatever, or DALL-E, and it will generate you an image.
Purple highlight and coat girl Tekken style,
Yeah.
trending on
exactly.
ArtStation.
Yeah. And then you sell it as your artwork on a T-shirt or something, you know.
You can
'Cause it's
email
yours.
those. You can email those AI generations to deadensigns@gmail.com, or you can just talk about them in the YouTube comments for Dead Ensigns on YouTube, where you can listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
What else? Save, subscribe, rate the podcast. We're on Twitter. Bye. Have a good week. Haha.
It's shorted out, sir. We're gonna have to phaser it.
Then what are you waiting for?
Right away, sir.
Faster would be better, Ensign.
I can't, sir. We don't want to...
That's enough.
But, sir...
Stand aside, Carlton. I'm going through. You're alive. Good.